Last season, I had a little bit of a crush on the Chicago Steel and their development program over there in the USHL. They were a team that always just... They had a couple of players. One of them they had rights to, but he only played 3 games. That was Jackson Lacombe. But their other player was Robert Mastrosimone, and those two guys ended up going in the second round last year to the Anaheim Ducks. That was Lacombe, and then Mastrosimone to the Red Wings. But there was another player on that team, and I recognized him in my potential draft steals video I made about a couple of months ago before the draft, and that was Nick Abruzzese. Nick Abruzzese at the time was an overager for the Chicago Steel. He led the entire USHL in points with 80. But the problem with him though, he's small. 5'9", I think like almost 160 pounds. Very, very small guy. But nonetheless, he put up astounding numbers over there with Chicago Steel. And it got him drafted. I said I'd see him going around the 6th round, but he was actually taken in the 4th round by the Toronto Maple Leafs. A little bit of a stretch. I feel like they could have even gone a little bit lower with him, but either way, I thought it was an awesome pick. And you know what, a lot of people too, they're just like, oh, it's an overager, gets a lot of points. Sometimes these guys, you give them a chance and they will show you. They'll prove themselves and come right out of the water. And so far this season, with the Harvard University, I think they're the Harvard Crimson is what they go under. And the Crimson have been off to an amazing start so far this year. They're NCAA, in the division, they're in the Ivy League division. Like, the scheduling is weird across the entire NCAA. Some teams have played 15 games, but much like the Ivy League, they've only played 5 games. At least most of the teams have only played around 5 games so far this season. But in those 5 games, Harvard is 5-0-0, and they're proving themselves to be quite the powerhouse in their division there. And along with other prospects that Abruzzese's playing with, he's playing with Jack Drury, who's a Carolina Hurricanes prospect, Jack Rathbone, who's a Vancouver Canucks prospect as well. Both those guys are pretty, they're pretty sought after by their organizations, I would say so myself. But Abruzzese is really already starting to make a quick impact with the Harvard Crimson there. He's already notched himself up 8 points in those 5 games, 2 goals and 6 assists. And a lot of it is coming to a pleasant surprise, turning a lot of heads, especially to a lot of NHL scouts who easily all gave up a chance of drafting this kid already. Take it, I know it's 5 games in, but Abruzzese is one of those guys who consistently scores throughout the year. You saw it last year, although he was an overager, he still managed to lead the league in points. Harvard's head coach Ted Donato has already been so impressed with how he's been playing already. He's got so much nice things to say. You got stuff like, Nick's super skilled, very competitive, and he's one of these guys that passes the puck almost always at the right time. He's equal part playmaker and goal scorer. And then in another quote, he's very slippery on the power play, he's got an element of speed too. Not only is he deceptive, but he can go by you with speed too. He's been a really huge addition so far. As you can see, there's been nothing but positivity coming from Nick Abruzzese, the Maple Leafs prospect. And the Maple Leafs, they've been drafting pretty well lately with their later picks. You got people like Nick Robertson that got in the 2nd round last year too. He's going to be nothing but absolute dominance, I think, for the years to come, if he can step up to an NHL game as well. But back to Nick Abruzzese there. Another thing, too, that his coaches were always so proud of him for. Abruzzese, obviously a smaller guy, so, a lot of heads got turned right away. Like, no one gave him the opportunity when he was a lot younger or looked at him like he could be this special NHL talent in the future. But he proved everyone wrong. Apparently, he takes practices like he takes games. This guy works his ass off, just an absolute workhorse apparently. The Chicago Steel's GM Ryan Hardy is also quoted this: he always forced himself to make every drill game-like. Even in the basic, nothing shooting drills, he would shoulder check, pretending he had line mates with him. He was always thinking and creating to train his mind for the game. What a gift it was to have him. Nick Abruzzese just has so much passion and so much faith in what he does. He's working so hard to get to where he is, and he's finally getting recognition for it. Being drafted was only the beginning, and what he's doing now with Harvard is just the next step in what is sure to be a bright future for the young Maple Leafs prospect. Anyways, tell me what you guys think about Nick Abruzzese down below, and maybe some other Maple Leafs prospects that you think should be coming up, and just other prospects around the league, NCAA, Europe, doesn't matter, that you think I should be talking about, giving a little brief updates on. Either ways, hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.